Vox 30 Guided Astral Trip. Trine trip to heaven's Delf. This is how our trip gets started. Traveling to the heavens and to the spaces where I am taken as the shape of a crystallized figure, a crystallized being. So I get my set to start on, by a simple aware guidance which shall be sent to me by Samael Archangel, who will take me right to a meeting with the greatest entity of them all, the creator of universe and time, that entity acknowledged as Godfather, in this case recognized as Logos Delf, the Lord Creator of time itself, darkness, light, matter, non-matter, creator of all what's invisible, as well as all visible, creator of sound, silence, creator of the moment and while, even of it all that there is around, all what you can see and what it can't be seen. So in order to make this trip, I must see my body turning into crystal-like matter, just as if I were a glass-made being. My legs, fingers, hand and forehead all goes turning into crystal too. I'm specified that only in this way I might be capable to step into the light blue colored gate Camegus. This is the entrance towards the Trine heavens named Delf. Not anybody can come so easily inside here. But if you wish stepping through the light blue colored gate, it is requested first of all to have fulfilled all the goodness commandments, as well as the ones related to love, purity, kindness and devotion. If every commandment already were wisely practiced by you, even all those specified by love himself as a being, just in that moment the light blue gate shall open for whom wants coming in. So I am allowed to glance great deal of people trying to come inside this gate, begging archangels, including Samael himself, as mentor, to let them enter the Trine heavens. But this gate won't be opened so easily. It looks as though the same archangels were ignoring out these people's requirements. There is much anarchy outside the heavens. This is a kind of huge crystal castle, and can also see the people waiting outside while feel myself like flying above them. There are millions and millions. This light blue gate is really large, sizing several and several meters high. It's made of a rather perfect and glowing matter with golden handles. However, I ought to start wondering, if any of these men is allowed to come in, why should I be allowed trespassing too? Why Samael and his Trine archangels should open me the door? So I must look for the way to convince these angels that they should permit me come in. If I wish undertaking this sort of mission, I simply take my crystallized body through the crowd while I push people aside, making my way among them, and then kneel down opposite the light blue gate by uttering these coming words. O you sovereign Samael Archangel, son of the Logos Delf, God himself, firstborn, eldest son, I simply came with all the scripts in which it is clearly written I fulfill it with every love and kindness commandments. I created them by myself and fulfilled them all at the same time. At finishing these tasks, showing these golden scripts, it shall be allowed my entrance to Trine Delf heaven. In this way, I can hear a voice coming from inside the castle that yells me so. Whoever you are, we're waiting you to utter up one by one every actions you've done throughout your lifetime, as well as in your death time. In all the dimensional lines you've existed, now that there are thousands of them. You'd be requiring too long time to enumerate all good actions you've undertaken, and how you fulfilled them. We need no witnesses now that your words shall be believed and registered by me. Nobody will never be able to cheat on Samaliel. Get yourself set for this. Make your time turn Quantica. Power yourself up and I will hear you. Tell me every actions you've done, my son. So I'll be deciding if you deserve to step into the trinary Delf heavens. Well, in order to quantify my time and starting to enumerate my actions related to all love commandments I've fulfilled, these ones will be powered up into quantical time, so you can obtain all the others more. Number 1. I have loved everyone and limitless gave my heart away at the same time, in full devotion without asking anything in exchange, towards all the ones who required this from me. Number 2. I have loved my enemies, loved my own being as a self-enemy entity. Third one. I've given all help possible to all the worldly binary and trinary beings, and even to some more of other kinds, in order that they could fill themselves up with the energy I own. Fourth one. I've been capable to feed up every animal which has arrived to my garden, and all those hungry ones that needed shelter, I've given it to them too. Fifth one. I've also fed up my inner child, giving an eternal life to him, never killing him. I took real care of him by all the eternities. Sixth one. I have handled the darkest levels, turning them into light, demonstrating how love itself makes darkness fade away. Seventh one. I've been able to go beyond love concept I was taught, creating myself one. Eighth one. I have seeded thousands of unlimited love and brotherhood flowers into all the ones who had their orchards empty. Ninth one. I have become capable to grasp the biggest contact ever seen with those ones who never believed me, while they poured all hatred and rage over me. I could turn that fury into love and respect, a cosmical respect. Last one. I have always offered it all to the Lord, without requesting anything in exchange, simply giving it all, waiting for no grants. While everybody kept asking, I only offer it. Well, at enumerating every commandment done by you in full devotion, recently now your entrance shall be allowed, Brother Franco. From this moment on, you are recognized by us with the name of Blindo Angel. At becoming Angel Blindo, now you get Samaliel's attention. All because you have been capable to enumerate the actions which any of those ones by your side have been able to do it. They were all claiming for entering, but had no patents enough to demonstrate their actions are worth for it. Because the same one were always speculations, doing what they believed it was goodness. They could never see beyond their selfishness, neither they can see beyond what it means to have a reason, ever seeking for this concept within their minds. As you showed the contrary side of it, it is just because of that fact that Trinity of Heavens will open its gates for you to come in. After all this, I can see how the huge gates start opening in front of me. Then I can glance a very blinding light behind it. People only witness it all. And while I notice they all begin to applaud. This is how Trine archangels permit me the access towards these heavens, wherein I'll be meeting Delf Logos. Eldest logotical consciousness is acknowledged as God Himself. In this hand, I'm making my way in. Everything is covered by a shining light, a blinding one which doesn't let me see more than eternal brightness around. Inside all this brightness, I start walking forth, whereas a very large, narrow and red carpet takes shape opposite my sides. It seems to be infinite, and I'm feeling I should keep walking on it. So I begin running straight, but it is infinite, as if it had no ending. Then Samael tells me to keep going forth till I find an entrance towards Delf Garden. That is a pretty far dimension, located and overplaced into millions of billions of dimensions more, where we can never arrive by physical bodies, now that these planes exist into love itself. For when a human being meets quantical Godfather's love, it will be that moment when we'll arrive to plain Delf. At being able to come through this entrance, I saw at the end of the carpet. Here I start watching a black door which leads me to a huge garden full of big mountains. I also see very many colored flowers, a place similar to a paradise. In this place I only observe white-dressed shepherds, with their long and white beards too. While I'm walking among them, see many white-dressed women too, wearing long glowing blonde hairs. They are female angelines. I'm to keep walking straight without caring if they pay attention to my actions. They don't look at me, as if I were ignored. I'm still on my way. Many of them, they are fairly tall, rising about 3 meters average. In this moment, Samael tells me I must keep walking towards the end of the garden, where I can finally notice someone's talking to each other, drinking water from a golden beautiful fountain. In the end of this garden, I'll be meeting Samael himself, who is ready to take me right to the Logos Delf. At reaching the end of this road, I can watch an angel turning his back at me, a man with pretty huge white wings. Just when he feels my presence, put his eyes on me. He is Samael himself. His face is rather rare, with white pupil-less eyes. His lips look dry. He has long blonde hair tied up by a string, just like a horse tail. Also wears a laurel crown with a light blue garment. I can also see many golden wristlets and a belt around his waist. I also notice necklaces too, so he begins telling me the next. You've been capable to walk across the lightest and darkest paths. Recently now you deserve to reach the basic platform which shall take you to the Logos Delf throne, the God creator of the entire universe. From now on, you'll obtain your royal cosmical existence. By this I want to mean that, in the very moment Delf watches you stepping in his sitting room, just in that moment you come to be existing for him. Now that he has so many sons, and sometimes he forgets about many of them, but they are all within his synthesis. Whoever that's capable to remind him he is alive, and even that he is creation, this one will be who the Lord shall have in mind most. God has many duties to fulfill. He lives busy. So you may step over the golden platform after hearing Samali's invitation. I walk on the platform. You can see sort of flower pots around, all them trimmed with beautiful plants. This transporter starts taking me towards a very dark sitting room, wherein I can watch the full outer space. Stars, galaxies and planets. Feel myself floating about the cosmos. Just in this moment I notice a very far face approaching from this universal darkness. It goes turning bigger each time and comes nearer, until this face sizes so big that makes me look just like a bit of sand in front of it. This is a face taking shape into space itself, forming up as a mixture of stars and galaxies into a transparent matter. Throughout it I may still watch all the galaxies and suns in the far cosmos. His marvelous creation. This face is Delf. In order to finish this voyage, the only one thing I dare say to him is this. I'm feeling quite honored with this encounter, Almighty Lord. Get no words to express more than eternal thanks for receiving me at your room. I'll simply listen to what you have for saying, cause to me it'd be a lack of respect the sole fact to utter simple words in front of you. No more than thanks I can express. Even if I dare asking you something would be a lack of respect to you, my Lord. O Father of all the heavens, darkness and light, earth, planets, and suns around the universe, I'll be only listening to you. At reaching the end of all dimensions and times, in the end of all paths, all lives and deaths, as well as darkness and lights, time itself, when you arrive to the end of everything, it is right there when you meet me. I'm the one who has been standing first, from the furthest future to make a travel towards the beginning of time. You travel to the past until you finally meet the one who has created everything around. It is me who has planted the first seed. From this seed on, all the harvests have arisen from. Somebody had to plant up the first seed in the cosmos. Someone had to burst the main and first spark for all my successors to come after. What I'm simply having to tell you is the coming thing. You're now free. You're now recognized as my quantical son. As Delf Logos, creator of all times, I remind you, be who you are. You are Blindo. You are Franco. You are human. You're a representative of millions of billions of races more that have arisen as a part of my gen. The sole fact of having my distinction will allow you to vibrate and fly away like a free being within the cosmos. Flow up over the space. The whole universe was made for you. Live it up. Love it. I love your existence. I'm already here with you. You got the magic touch of my worth in order to arrive to your eternal happiness. Astral Voyage, Trine Heavens. Box 30.